And we do have some rebalancing of the economy. Actually, the export figures have been surprisingly strong, which in a sense has been a little bit inconvenient for George Osborne, because just as he's blaming the Eurozone for everything, these export numbers have been coming in that have actually been rather good. And in the summer, for example, you might be surprised to hear that our exports to the Eurozone in August were actually higher than they've been since 2006. So you could say that's good news. I think you could also say it's pretty bad news that actually the strength we've seen, the growth in exports we've seen this year has been almost entirely to the countries that now look like they're going back into recession. So I think it's still an open question what caused a slowdown, but I think certainly high inflation, which was partly thanks to rising VAT, but also because of rising oil prices and commodity prices, that has certainly played a big part in squeezing consumers. And I'm sure everyone here, when I talk about consumers being in recession, I'm sure people know what I'm talking about.
When you look at growth, actually, you sometimes have to trust your gut instinct too. Because back in 2005, there were hundreds and hundreds of love film cynics who said you can never build a rental business, you can never build an entertainment business based on just having back catalogues of sort of films and TV content. I'm pleased to say that we managed to prove them wrong. I would say, first of all, recruit the right talent. Spend all your time, if you're a leader in your organisation, getting the talent. 2006, I probably spent 30% of my time recruiting. Manage performance across the business at the most appropriate frequency. Everybody in our organisation has a review that leads to a bonus payout on a 13-week cycle.
I've got about 30 minutes with you. I'm going to try and convince you of three things as we look at drivers for growth in this age of uncertainty. Number one, to manage a little less and lead a little more. Number two, your heritage will not be your destiny. The world has changed, and it's changed forever. We're never going to go back to those old ways. The world has changed, accept it. But most of all, I'm trying to convince you that culture is more powerful than strategy. And when I say culture, I mean the way we get things done around here. And it's your DNA. It's what makes you truly special. So probably the most important slide I'll take you through today. I think we are, in the main, in the UK, obsessed with management. Because we're really, really good at it. And we run our businesses against these. We're obsessed, fixated here. I call it hardware because it's become commoditized. Everybody does that today. It's not a differentiator. Don't get me wrong, you've got to do it, but in the gales of the recession, that is not going to see you okay. This is the bit that makes you unique, special, and different. Sure, everyone does the hardware, but those who do the leadership, now you're driving for growth.